You didn't hear from me, but we are now officially in a schmicktatorship because over the last few days they have been arresting and detaining innocent people with no evidence at all, and they are completely ignoring court orders, which is schmicktator behavior. And it's also the literal definition of a constitutional crisis, and I don't know why we're not officially calling it that already. So let's start by pointing out the obvious. If you accidentally detain an innocent man and then you send him to a prison, and then you and everyone involved insists that you can't get him back for whatever reason, that probably isn't a prison, and we know exactly what you're doing to people over there and why you can't bring them back. And no, I'm not just referring to Kilmar Abrego Garcia. 2 more people, I believe both students, have both been detained so far this week. Both on claims with pretty much no evidence at all, trying to link them to you-know-what sorts of groups. Now, I want you to especially hear me when I say this because this is more important than it sounds. Donnie and his team have been ignoring court orders this week, and 2 in particular. Firstly, Donnie met with the president of El Salvador today, and both of them refused to return Abrego Garcia from that prison. But neither of them will give a really good explanation as to why. But they continue to openly defy and refuse the Supreme Court. And secondly, last week a federal judge ordered Donnie to restore the Associated Press's full access to cover different events, because he's not allowed to punish them for how they use their free speech. And he is refusing. So that means he is infringing on free speech and human rights all in the same week. And I still don't know why he hasn't been removed yet, because if I were to show up to work and completely ignore everything my boss was telling me to do, I simply wouldn't have that job anymore. But I forgot, it doesn't really seem like we're operating as a democracy anymore, does it?